He was hurting. He cried.
Letoya Luckett got married again, and her ex is not happy about it at all. But what exactly is his problem? And why does he think it's his place to comment on her marriage? When Letoya married Tommicus Walker, she was sure that she had found the one she was going to spend the rest of her life with. Her pastor had even prophesied it. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case at all. Although the couple were really happy for some time, even having 2 children together, a string of cheating incidents led them to divorce. But now that Letoya has moved on and married another man, Tom isn't happy about it at all. In fact, he started to throw a little bit of shade in his ex-wife's direction. So what happened? According to page 6, it all started when Letoya got married to Leo Coles. He's her 3rd husband, and Tom was her 2nd husband. It seemed like Tom just couldn't let Letoya be happy because he decided to post an image on Instagram that threw all the shade at her. The picture showed Tom Brady wearing his Super Bowl rings, and the caption said, 3 in 7 years, Dynasty. Tom was basically shading Letoya for getting married 3 times in less than 7 years. She was moving through men fast, and he was likely trying to say that she must have been the problem. Fans in the know, however, are aware that Tom was at fault for his marriage with her ending. He wasn't done trying to get his ex-wife's attention either. A few days later, Tom posted a series of photos of himself on a yacht. He was drinking and showing the Miami skyline. He also captioned the collection of photos saying, "You simply smile through it all when you know you're tremendously blessed." Considering that the photos came out right when Letoya was posting photos of her wedding, fans immediately saw right through Tom. They teased Tom by saying that he was basically the physical manifestation of hurt in those photos. Others said that it was obvious to them that Tom was really bothered by people's claims that he was just posting those pictures to shade Letoya. Why did they think he was bothered? He was basically replying to everyone's comments, saying that his photos weren't about Letoya or her wedding. As the saying goes, he doth protest too much. Others had little sympathy for Tom, saying that they were glad that he was bothered and that Letoya had found true love, which wasn't with him. They also pointed out that Tom was the reason they divorced in the first place. He cheated on her, so they didn't feel that he had the right to be sad that she moved on with someone who actually loved and respected her. Fans tore Tom apart in his comments, so it's no surprise that he hasn't tossed more shade in Letoya's direction since then. Now, things weren't always so rough between Letoya and Tom. There was even a time when Letoya thought that Tom was going to be her husband for the rest of her life. That's a crazy prophecy involved too. During an interview with Essence, Letoya said that she was in a really low place when it came to love and relationships. She had gotten a divorce from Rob Hillman after being married for only 3 months. So she went to her friend, Pastor John Gray, and told him about her struggles. She said that she really wanted to find the man that she was supposed to be with and start a family with. Pastor John then told her that she'd meet this man soon because he had seen it. Well, either he was right and it was an act of God, or it was just a coincidence. But either way, Letoya eventually met Tom, although she had to jump a few hurdles to meet him. The chance meeting happened at a wedding of all places. While talking to a friend, Letoya told her that she had been praying to God to find a man who was good for her and for him to enter her life. Her friend thought that she knew the perfect guy. Considering how this story ends, both Pastor John and Letoya's friend probably felt a little silly afterward. At the time, however, this friend knew Tom because he was her boyfriend's brother. She thought that he would be perfect for Letoya since he was also a man who had a strong sense of faith. That sense of faith didn't keep him from cheating, though. Letoya was interested in meeting him, but she wanted to make sure that he knew nothing about her fame. So her friend just introduced her as Letoya. There were a few things about Tom that drew Letoya to him immediately. The first was that he shared her faith. He was also a father, and a good one, so she felt comfortable about the idea of one day starting a family with him. She also trusted her friend's sense of character since she had known Tom for many years. Her friend shared their numbers, and Tom called her the next day. Letoya said that the chemistry was there immediately. He was from Texas like her, so they shared the same sense of humor and felt at home with one another. They also started practicing their faith together. They'd pray together on the phone and read Bible passages to each other. Now I know what you're thinking. How did Tom not know that he was speaking to Letoya Luckett of OG Destiny's Child? Well, she played coy. She never gave him her full name, and they never sent photos or videos, so he only knew her through text and voice messages. It was only when they met in person that he realized who she was, and even then, he didn't find out on his own. For their first date, Tom flew to Letoya with his daughter. They all met and had a good time, but it only took one phone call from her friend for her true identity to be revealed. Letoya was FaceTiming with her friend when her friend asked if Tom knew who she was. Tom, who happened to be nearby, heard the question, which forced Letoya to reveal her true self. It was only then that Tom recognized her and admitted that he had a crush on her when he was in high school. That said, he was quick to say that knowing that she was famous didn't change anything about them or how he felt about her, which could certainly be true, but he may have been doing the math in his head too about how this relationship could work in his favor. The second date was even better than the first. Letoya invited a friend with her, and the two of them, along with Tom and his daughter, went to Disneyland. By that point, Letoya knew she was smitten with him. Things were going so well that Tom eventually decided to propose to her, and the way he proposed was definitely romantic. It's just a shame that he didn't stay true to his vows. Letoya thought that she was planning a surprise birthday for Tom with a friend, but in reality, the friend was working with Tom on a surprise engagement party. So when Letoya arrived home, expecting to find Tom's friends there, she actually walked in to find her friends, family, and Tom kneeling on the ground with an engagement ring in his hand. There was also a video that Tom had put together showing all of their romantic getaways together. Naturally, Letoya said yes. The wedding was beautiful too, and it didn't take long for the two to have children. But somewhere during her second pregnancy, the problems started to emerge. After 3 years of marriage, Letoya filed for divorce. She cited persistent issues and infidelity as the reasons for the divorce, so they were clearly having problems before Tom started cheating on her. The fact that she was pregnant while he was cheating is even worse. Luckily, she's since moved on with another man, even though Tom clearly isn't happy about it. Letoya shared photos from her wedding and honeymoon, making some fans wonder if she was pregnant. According to the Atlanta Black Star, fans were pointing out that Letoya had a bit of a bulge in her dress when she posed with family and friends. That follows a trend among fans to immediately speculate that a celebrity is pregnant just because they have a slight bulge in their abdomen. Letoya quickly stopped those rumors, saying that she wasn't pregnant. She had just been eating well during her honeymoon and was a little bit bloated. Considering how Tom reacted to the news of Letoya's marriage, one can only imagine how he'd react to the news of her being pregnant. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? Do you think Tom was shading Letoya over her third marriage, or was he just enjoying a day out in the water? Were fans right to call him out on the shade, considering the hurt he caused her? Let me know in the comments below.